Hey everyone, welcome back to Spirit Hunter NG. I'm your host, Tommy Servo. This is probably going to be the last stream until I get to LA. I will be moving to LA on Wednesday. So, not tomorrow, the 22nd, that Wednesday. So, I'm hoping maybe I can wrap up the Urashima Woman chapter of this game. But we'll see. Before I go. And after that, I don't know what my schedule's going to be like because once I got to get settled in and I got to find a day job. So, fun. All right. So last we confronted her and we almost got caught by one of the night guards. But we have the oars. We just got to get on the boat to the little island in the park. I arrive at Black Rabbit earlier than usual. Oh, Akira. Aunt Natsumi is here. She looks even more tired than she did 2 days ago. Oh yeah, her daughter's missing. I'm sorry we haven't had much time to talk. I've just been so worried about Ami. No, it's fine. Did you find out anything? Nothing. Nothing at all. The case moved to public investigation, but they still don't have any good leads. One female detective seems sympathetic, so at least there's that. I see. If Kakuya really did take her, then there's no point to the cops running around. I'm the only one who can do something about this, and I need to deal with the business with the Urashima Woman first. Oh yeah, Aunt Natsumi writes horror novels. Maybe I can ask her. I've got to try everything for Ami. What is it? Do you have a minute right now? Yes, I have a little time. I do have to leave soon, though. Have you ever heard of the Urashima Woman? Isn't that the ghost that people say appears at Yamato Shrine? I'm surprised to hear you're interested in that sort of thing. An occult enthusiast I know has been telling me some things. Anything you know would be great. Let me see. One moment. Aunt Natsumi makes her way to the bookshelves in the back and pulls out a single notebook. That must be what she uses to compile the info she gathers. Okay, let's see. She studies the pages briefly before returning the notebook to the shelf. Sorry about that. I don't know many details, but as I don't use urban legends often in my books, but it originated from the Kisoji pregnant woman murder that happened 2 years ago. The Kisoji pregnant woman murder. That was the case where a pregnant woman was killed by her midwife. Apparently the midwife wasn't able to conceive no matter what she tried. It caused her a lot of anguish and she completely fell apart over it, until finally, she killed the pregnant woman after she gave birth and stole the woman's baby. She filled a suitcase with the corpse, other evidence, and lots of rocks, and threw it into Urashima Lake. The midwife was arrested a few days later. Exactly, she confessed. They found a suitcase in Urashima Lake, but they claim it was empty inside. No corpse, no evidence, no rocks, nothing. That murder must have been how the rumor of the Urashima Woman started. You don't look so good, Akira. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. I have heard of... I used to watch Deadly Women an awful lot, like 6 years ago or something like that. And there was one case where a woman, she would constantly fake pregnancies and then she would have a miscarriage. And one day she decided to... She found a woman that was pregnant, tried to pretend she was interested in these puppies she was breeding, and killed the pregnant woman and cut open the baby from the stomach. Like, that's happened in real life. It's insane. I mean, one, to fake being pregnant, just for attention, basically. It's some sort of Munchausen syndrome or something like that. I don't know. But then to actually, like, do that. There are, you know... I don't think she was, like, seriously wanting a child or anything like that. I don't know what her motive was. It was just... Oh, it's awful. Especially to be that baby and grow up and learn that's how you came into this world. My God. It's terrible. Yeah, it does happen, though. It has happened. Real life is messed up. What I saw through blood in the tree matches the Kisoji pregnant woman murder. I bet the woman wasn't completely dead, so she woke up inside the suitcase, so she drowned alive. And she saw the Tamata sanctum. Alright, I need to be heading off now. Akira, let me and the police handle searching for Ami. Don't go doing anything reckless, okay? She looks at me sternly before she turns and leaves the bar. Well, unfortunately, Aunt Natsumi, I'm the reason why she's missing. Her intuition's too good. She must have sensed something in my voice. Or maybe it's a mother's intuition, since she's legally my mom now. She's an actual mom, too. She knows these things. I don't feel like going back home. May as well stay here until we're supposed to meet. It wouldn't hurt to clean the place of dust while I'm here. I wouldn't announce me that much, at least. Before I know it, night falls. Good morning, Kijima. The shoot today took longer than I expected. Oh, something smells good. I just brewed some espresso. Want some? Yes, please. I like a cappuccino. I don't serve anything that's a pain to make. Wow, you're a horrible barista. I went to the trouble of finding info on the Urashima Woman. You could at least serve me. I bet you'll be horrified when you hear about the incident that happened at the lake 2 years ago. The Kisoji pregnant woman murder, right? Ah! Are you an Esper? I always see that term used whenever it comes to, like, translating, like, Japanese anime and manga and stuff into English, but no one in America uses the term, like, Esper. It's always, like, psychic. Are you psychic? I guess they use Esper as an ESP or in Japan, so I guess they just translate it that way. Of course not. I heard it from Aunt Natsumi. Ah, then I can cut to the chase. I wonder if the woman who died turned into the Urashima Woman. Maybe. She was killed after a kid was taken from her. It would make sense for her to return into a ghost. True. I'd become a spirit too if that happened to me. By the way, whatever happened to the kid that was taken by the midwife? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I don't know. I'm not even sure if the child is alive or dead. The News of the Times censored his name to Boy T. Guess we can't use that as a lead. Looks like I got a text from Amanome. Are you kidding me? Amanome can't make it today. What? Was he cursed into getting into an accident? No, it's not that. He apparently suddenly got work business he needs to take care of. And by work, does he mean, like, raids, extortion, things like that? Don't ask me. Well, there's no point in waiting then. We can head to Yamato Shrine by ourselves. Yeah, let's go. Oh, by the way, thanks for the coffee. It was 10 times better than the stuff my manager brews. Gee, thanks. Hey, Kijima. You wouldn't happen to be interested in being Momokurusa's personal barista, would you? Sure, why not? Oh, you're interested. Hazuki and I leave the bar and take the usual path toward Yamato Shrine. This is the third time we've come to the shrine's main entrance. Now, how should we get in? The plan from yesterday won't work with just the two of us. You're right. We might be able to do it if it's the same Momo fan security guard as last time. Or we can force our way through the gate. Let's just look around some. Look, on the other side of the gate. There's a guard inside the park. You can see the light from a flashlight flickering back and forth in the dark park. Guess forcing my way on is off the table. Poster details info on the festival. Pyramids for offering prayers to the water gods living in the lake. I approached the security station to try talking to the guard. May I help you? This voice is considerably more serious than what I heard yesterday, or the day before. Is the park already closed? Yes, I'm sorry to say we're closed for the day. Please come back again another day. I see. Is there anything else you need? No, that's all. Well, this guy's definitely straight-laced. He doesn't look the type to chat with visitors. Doubt I'll get any info from him. I sense someone moving around in the back room. Guess there are 2 guards on duty tonight. Damn, it's not just him. We can't use the same method as yesterday. It's a security station that also serves as an info desk. Oh, damn. Looks like we can't do the phone plan. Or force our way in. It's not worth it if we're going to get caught immediately. Shoot. That guard over there at his post has been staring at us for a while. I think he's suspicious. Probably because of how you're dressed. No, I'm not sure you realize that you give off some rather intense vibes. You look like you'd punch anyone who comes close. I don't know why. It'd be a problem if he calls the police. We should leave now. Hold on. Oh, the big news today, I think, is that Final Fantasy VII was delayed. Which, you know, it sucks, but at the same time, you know, I would like them to work as much as possible on the game to make it perfect. And I can wait. Like, I'm not in any rush to play that game, so... Guess we don't got a choice. We decide to retreat and don't go into the park today. Amanome might have thought of a good way in if he'd been here. We arrive outside Kisoji Station earlier than usual, and there's a bunch of people still out. A lot of storefronts are still open, too. Well, this is kind of an awkward time. Do you want to explore some haunted areas? I do enough of that as is. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, it's about this time when we first met. Was it? Huh. It's really only been a week since I met Hazuki. Time's passing so slowly. Guess a lot has happened this past week. Maybe that's why. I hope Ami's alright. Hey, Kizuna? There's a place I want to go. Will you come with me? That's a big help, thanks. Alright, let's go. I follow her as we enter a building in front of the station that I recognize. It's the flower shop Hazuki and Ami brought me to before. Like last time, Hazuki asks them to wrap up some flowers that are in season. Okay, we're ready. She leads me through the darkening city. We're kind of going toward my place, but the route is different. We arrive at a dim, deserted cemetery. It looks pretty overgrown. So we are going to a haunted spot. No, we're not. This is where Yuri's grave is. She must mean Yuri Takamura, her best friend. So we're doing a grave visit. Kind of late for one, don't you think? It gets difficult to find time to visit when you're a celebrity. Besides, Yudi's ghost might make an appearance if it's around this time. I guess, if you want to think of it that way. We walk down the narrow path between graves, guided by the moonlight. Yudi's grave stands quietly far in the back of the cemetery. Hazuki offers the bouquet to the grave, then bows her head and prays. I take a moment to close my eyes and pray myself. Once we finish, we make our way back to the street. There was just something that I wanted to promise Yuri. Promise her? About Ami, of course. I promised that I would save her. Are you sure about this? Huh? What do you mean? Things are different from 2 days ago, when you first stuck your nose in this. The Urashima Woman is real. You could die, you know. Don't underestimate me, Kijima. My mind was made up the moment I told you about Momokuruse. Besides, I know Yuri would have done the same thing if she was alive. That's so. Looking into Hazuki's eyes, I sense her strong will. She's determined to see this through. Fine, do what you want. I will. Also, I can't forgive how she's making a cute girl like Ami suffer like this. What's all this about? Polish her up and she'll shine like a diamond. Good ear for music, better than me at dancing. Plus she triggers the protective instinct. She'd make a fantastic idol. Right? You think so too? Anyway, I'm done here, so we can go. I doubt the cemetery at night is a fun place for amateurs to hang out. What do you mean by amateur? We leave the cemetery and head back to my apartment. It's late, but at least it doesn't take long. Thanks for today. It sucks we didn't get anywhere with the investigation, but I had a good time. Oh, and complain to Amanome for me. He'll probably be all smug, saying, "Guess you guys can't do anything without me." I don't doubt it. Her laugh trails off as she looks toward my apartment. Oh yeah, has anything else strange happened to you? Oh, there was something. I tell Hazuki what happened last night. Oh god, it's escalating. Maybe we should stay somewhere else for a while. Will me running solve anything? You have a point. If it's a curse, it'd probably chase you down anyway. There's no easy way out of this. Though the stuff is just bad pranks for now. Nothing I can't handle. You should set up countermeasures for ghosts before it escalates any further. Scatter some salt around and burn incense. Oh, I have something! She opens her bag and pulls something out. It's a bracelet made of 7 colored stones. Hazuki slips the bracelet on my wrist without even asking. Got a talisman bracelet. Woohoo. I'm giving this to you. It's a talisman bracelet I bought off an infomercial, which it totally works that way. The key is the 7 colored stones. They offer power and healing. They say 7 colored items draping over Kobodaishi is how he escaped calamity. So I'm sure it'll have some sort of effect. But you bought this off an infomercial. That's not suspicious at all. Don't discriminate against infomercials. It had an overwhelming number of reviews saying they found happiness because of this. Now I trust it even less. Whatever, I'm going now. See you tomorrow. I kind of like playing her like a little valley girl somewhat. She hurries off through the dimly lit alley. I watch until she's out of sight, then pull out my phone to type a message to Amanome. Allie mentioned how we couldn't get into the shrine to investigate because of the guards. I've got to think of a way. Because Ami's involved, I can't drag my feet on this. Everything looks normal. Couldn't get to the lake today. Everything seems okay in here. I'd like to think I won't have a repeat of yesterday, but guess I'll check the bathroom faucet just in case. Yeah, not creepy at all. I open the door and go inside. Everything looks good. Let's see here. I turn the faucets. Water begins running into the sink. Well, that looks fine. Maybe I'll check the kitchen too. I turn the faucet. Huh? What's going on? The water won't come out. Did the shower just turn on by itself? I need to hurry and turn it off right away. What? The faucet's running on its own? Water begins gushing from the faucet that refused to release water no matter what I did. I frantically turned the knob. But the water won't stop at all. What the hell's going on? The ghost is just trying to run up your water bill here. Who's here at a time like this? Check outside the door. We have no choice. May as well check. Damn it. Huh? There's no one there. Something wet suddenly touches my left shoulder and I jerk my body back. Oh! Is that a hand? It's the Urashima Woman. My fear is suffocating me. No, this sensation isn't coming from fear. It feels like water is being forced down my throat. I can't get air through my nose or mouth. My body is slowly suffocating. I can't breathe. The world is spinning. My body's getting stiff. I can barely move, let alone speak. What should I do? What does she want? Alright. We're in a sequence where I'll probably die the first time. I don't know if burning the building would do much good. The midwife. She ran off with the baby. Oh yeah, he's like drowning. I fight the suffocating feeling to force the words out of my throat. I still can't breathe. I'm slowly losing consciousness. Am I going to die like this? I can't breathe. Did I survive? Alright, so we let her know that the baby was stolen. The sudden silence in the kitchen is hard to believe, but the oxygen deprivation headache pounding my skull tells me that really happened. Shit, if this is going to happen every day, I'm not going to make it. I stagger over to my bed and collapse on it. The Urashima Woman. She's looking for her baby. Maybe she's waiting at the lake. Waiting for the midwife who took her baby. Listening for something thrown in the water. Damn it, so what? What am I supposed to do? Frustrated with my lack of answers, I close my eyes. Of course, I can't fall asleep by doing that. My eyes snap open every time I sense there's a presence nearby. But no one's there. I'm just overreacting. I don't end up getting a lick of sleep for hours. It's only after the sky brightens and the witching time passes that I finally manage some shut-eye. Alright. So you're going to see the blue screen here for a bit while I save. You know, sometimes there's just some creepy stuff that happens with ghosts. Like the idea of like you're looking out the window and then all of a sudden you feel something like wet touch your shoulder. Oh, I wouldn't like that. So far I'm liking this a little bit better more than Deathmark, but only because Deathmark was like weirdly sexualized, and so far that hasn't happened yet. The sun's down, but it's still too early to meet up. What to do? Maybe I should eat something while I can. It never really mattered that what I stuffed in my face before, but I've gotten some practice in while taking care of Ami. Wonder what I've gone around. I never bothered restocking the fridge this past week. Can't make much, but maybe. What am I feeling? Weird. My face is all itchy and hot. Is there something on my face? I slowly reach up to touch my cheek. Something bites me. What? It's like a mouth chomped my finger, and it's definitely not something I'm controlling. The hell? Oh. A whisper comes from somewhere. It's time for a tale. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Kijima. He takes a boat and starts rowing. Where's the boat taking him? What was that? This doesn't make sense. What's going on? What's happening with my face? I run into the bathroom and stare in the mirror. No, there's no mouth anywhere. Can't be. I swear it was there. I can still feel the pinch of teeth on my finger. Shit. What the hell is happening to me? Ah, there's that music again. So Kakuya's nearby. It's that clear tone. The melody is... it's Kakuya's flute. It's like she timed it. But that's fine by me. I have some things I'm gonna need her to answer for me. It's deja vu all over again as I run outside following the sound of the flute. I'm running through the underpass when the sound of the flute suddenly stops. A cold breeze, not matching the season, blows down the dark concrete path. I don't even realize Kakuya is there until she's in front of me. Silent with no hint of her presence, like she'd always been there. It's nice to see you again. I hear words, but her face doesn't move an inch. I was right. She's not human. She's a doll. You're looking for the Urashima Woman. So it's time for the tale then. Kakuya wants to know what's going to happen. That phrase. So, you're responsible for those mouths. Like last time, I can barely get my voice to work. All my muscles are tensed up. I can't move a finger. You heard the mouth's voice? That's so amazing. Yuri and Ami couldn't hear them. Maybe that's what those eyes were in that photo that we took with Ami. Something akin to the mouths that he felt earlier. What are they? It's a curse. First, it's time. Then, it's almost the finale. It ends with happily ever after. When that happens, it's all over. You'll disappear. So it's a countdown to my death. Hazuki said that spirits want to strike fear in humans. This curse is how she does it. The Urashima Woman is consumed by a grudge. If you learn of her grudge, then the Urashima Woman will disappear. You will win the game. But if you destroy the Urashima Woman, the grudge could be left behind. What does that mean? What happens if it's left behind? That's a secret. Kakuya won't die. But you'll be okay. Kakuya will forgive you because you won the game. But anyone else? What are you saying? Kakuya's always watching you. Always. She melts into the darkness and is gone. God damn it. None of this makes sense. If I uncover the Urashima Woman's grudge, then I guess I win the game. But if her grudge is left behind, then something terrible will happen. It's Amanome. Hey, you're late. We're supposed to meet, remember? Me aside, to be so bold as to make a famous idol wait. Think highly of yourself, huh? I need to take lessons from you. Yeah, I'll be right there. I hang up before he can reply and start running toward the station. The panic coursing my veins hastens my steps. The lights are on when I finally arrive at Black Rabbit. It's only Amanome and Hazuki inside, though. No sign of Aunt Natsumi. Don't look so suspicious, Akira. Miss Natsumi happened to come by as we were waiting outside for you. I told her about how we were meeting up, and she let us in. Sadly, she couldn't stay. I see. You okay? You're usually raring to go, but you don't look so good. Did you get up to something at a haunted place and it ended up possessing you? I met Kakuya again. I recapped with him everything she told me. About the curse that appeared on my body, how I have a time limit until it devours me, and my winning condition for the game. And does that mean if we don't deal with the Urashima Woman before the time limit runs out, you're going to die? Damn it, with what happened with Yuri, I'd always thought it was a possibility, but I didn't think we'd be so pressed for time. I'm surprised. They immediately believed everything I told them. Guess that makes sense, though. They both already accept the fact that the Urashima Woman exists. We've entered the world of spirits and ghosts, and there's no turning back. This means we better prepare ourselves for our trip to Yamato Shrine tonight. I should take measures to make sure nothing gets in our way. Excuse me for a second. Amanome leaves the bar and goes outside. What's he planning? I recognize that smile. I'm getting a bad feeling. Hazuki and I are left to wait at the bar. A minute passes, and I realize Hazuki is staring holes in my face. Something on my face? Can I ask you one thing? What? You look pretty calm to me, but aren't you scared? Fuck yeah. Wow, you're so composed. I feel like laughing for some reason. This is definitely not the time for this. How strange. Hey, Kishima. I won't let you die, no matter what. I'll do everything I can. Ask me anything. Hazuki. We only just met, but I want to know more about you. In the supernatural sense, of course. Of course. Someone who can use bloodmetry is fascinating, obviously. She seems to be panicking. Is she rambling just to convince herself or something? I'm back. Oh, Hazuki. You look rather warm. Did something happen? You're imagining things. Or maybe it's because of a ghost. There could be a ghost that died from heat stroke wandering around. I see. We'll go with that then. Oh my god. Mr. Seiji called me here. Maruhashi follows Amanome inside. That head, it looks familiar. Are you from that one time? Oh, right. Sorry about before. You were cute and looked so much like Momo that I went too far. Please forgive me. It's fine. Kijima beat you up over it, so we're even. But why are you here? I had him look into all the incidents that have occurred at Yamako Shrine. I know he doesn't look it, but this guy's side job is information. Mr. Seiji is right. Just come to me if you need to know about any shady business going down in Shinza. Anyway, about Yamako Shrine. Have any of you heard of the Kisoji pregnant woman murder? It was where a pregnant woman named Himeko Shimizu was killed by a midwife. Yeah, I know of it. This is the first time I've heard the woman's name, though. I know about it, too. The pregnant woman was put in a suitcase and disposed of on Ryugu Island, right? You guys are very informed. Mr. Seiji, it looks like they already know. What should I... Maruhashi, you know what happens if you embarrass me, right? Yes, sir, I do. Then what about this? The culprit, the midwife, held a strong attachment to babies. This is pretty messed up. Word is she would secretly take stillborn fetuses that died at the hospital. What the hell? Could it be... Was she accompanying herself then since she couldn't have a child herself? Your guess is as good as mine. But after she killed the pregnant woman, she got her hands on a baby that was still alive. She didn't need her substitutes anymore. So the midwife apparently got rid of the fetuses in Urashima Lake. That damn lake again. This is crazy. My thoughts exactly. This combined with sinking the suitcase seems like it's a favorite spot for the culprit. Investigators searched for the fetuses too, but like the woman's body, they couldn't find them. They were so small that they probably became fish food. Don't be so blunt about something so terrible. You're surprisingly delicate. Seems like Amanome is totally fine with creepy topics so long as it isn't ghosts. That's all I've got to report. Did I help at all? Sure. Glad to be of service, sir. I mean, we got a name. Regardless, our plans haven't changed. We'll sneak into Yamato Shrine again and follow with the Urashima Woman's trail. We've got the ore now, so we should check out Ryugu Island. The only snag then is how to get inside. Hopefully the guard today is the same one as 2 days ago. Oh right, the idol otaku. True, it'd help us immensely if he's the one watching the entrance. You're talking about Yamagami, right? He's not on guard duty today. Maruhashi, how do you know him? He's in the Momokurusa fan club. So he's a friend? No, never! There's no way! Yamagami only talks about Momo's boobs. He goes on and on about how it's wonderful they aren't padded. It's like he's insulting her. Momo's charm comes from her beautiful legs and finely shaped... Ah! Be quiet. I couldn't care less about your terrible taste. Oops, sorry. I got too hot. I contacted Yamagami when I was gathering info on the shrine, but... seems he's missing or something. He disappeared 2 nights ago while he was on patrol in the park. No one knows what happened, so it doesn't look like anyone's called the cops yet. 2 nights ago? Kijima, did you kill him? No, I didn't kill him. He went missing after Amanome and I escaped. What happened to the guard after we left? 2 nights ago, there was one other person at the shrine besides us. If he was patrolling around the lake, then they might have encountered each other. No, can't be. Why don't we head over to the shrine? Let's see how everything stands first. Then we can think of a way in. Maybe we'll be in for a pleasant surprise. It might be less guarded than we expect. A guard up and vanished. I think it'd be even more tightly guarded. There were a lot there yesterday. But I do agree that we should still go. If we take too long on this, and we'll die. Forcing our way in might end up being an option. If you're going out, shall I go with? You stay here, Maruhashi. You stand out even worse than Hazuki. Use the laptop and find out what you can about that pregnant woman incident. you uncover anything new, let us know. Yes, sir. Leave guarding the bar to me. I won't ask what you guys are planning, but be careful. Maruhashi's an obedient underling, like a dog. Amanome's really brought him to heel. 3 of us leave Black Rabbit, taking our usual path toward the shrine. I want to get on this. Okay. We arrived back at the shrine again at midnight. Oh, someone broke into the guard office there. We're headed to Ryugu Island, right? You're almost out of time, so we have to row out there tonight, no matter what. I hid the oars 2 nights ago. We can pick them up and head back to the boat dock. Yeah, sounds good. Amanome? What's wrong? Nothing. Just thinking about something. Huh? The lights are off in the security station. I don't sense any movement. I think no one's there. Oh, how lucky is that? I'll check just in case. She dashes over to the security station. What are the chances that no one's here? Maybe karma's finally working for us. That'd be nice. It's hard to comment when you're so happy. You look so innocent. Amanome's phone rings. Hello? Yeah, that's perfect. It's just for a night. They'll just have to deal with it. Sort it all out with their higher-ups, too. If they start bitching, show them that photo. Oh, and don't tell Maruhashi. He's an idiot. Oh, hey, sorry for that. Sounds like the Samoyed back at the house got sick, so they were asking where the medicine was. Bullshit. Sounds more like Amanome pulled some strings to create the situation we're in now. I'm back. What's up? You're making a strange face. It all was very strange. The window was broken and the lock pried open. The whole place was a mess. It felt like a break-in and the inhabitants were kidnapped. The drunk must have flown into a rage and broke the door open. The guy fell and injured himself, so the guards dutifully escorted him to the hospital. I'm just spitballing here, but it's probably something like that. Well, whatever. One way or another, now's our chance. Let's get our butts inside ASAP. Hell, why don't we all I'll go in. No, someone needs to stay and be lookout. Someone could come by, notice the guards are missing, and then call the police. But besides, 3 people are probably too much for that boat. It looks unreliable. True, it'd be awful if it capsized. We should decide who stays behind then. About that, I think it'd be better if I stay behind today. Huh? Why? Well, how should I put this? I just have a bad feeling. Huh, what are you saying? Whatever, let's just hurry and decide. Amanome or Hazuki? Who do I take with me on the investigation? Hazuki. Okay, I'll do my best. Amanome, we'll need you to keep an eye out here. Got it. I'm sure I'm better as the backup. He's a pussy. Alright, let's go. Alright. Everything looks the same as it did 2 days ago. Oh yeah, didn't you hide the oars in the bushes before you escaped? Hopefully no one found them. I'll go get them. Pushing aside branches, I find the boat oars in the exact same spot where I left them. Alright. Okay, let's head to the boat dock. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's a baby. The wind shifts and my ears catch what sounds like a baby crying. I can't tell where it's coming from, but it doesn't seem far. Glancing around me, there's nothing that could be the source of the sound. What could that be? There's no way a baby'd be here this late at night, right? Suddenly I remembered that story Maruhashi told us earlier. How the murdering midwife disposed of a bunch of fetus corpses in the waters of Urashima Lake? I'm sure it's not. The crying stops. Awesome. Alright. Let me save real quick. I might save a couple times just because, kind of like a death mark, there's like a good way and a bad way to solve the problem. I mean, it's not hard, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Maybe once I get to LA, I can actually, like, record this properly. This is not a game that live streams... These kind of games are not great for live streaming, in my opinion. I have the oars. Need to place them in the boat before we do anything. Alright, I set up the boat oars. Alright, let's go. I climb aboard with Hazuki. Ooh. Hey, did you hear something just now? Not really. Am I imagining things then? You see this here? I saw that. There's a metal pipe sticking out from the lake. I wonder why this is here. A black shadow slips by in the water. Is that a koi fish? Though it was kind of too big for one. There's some large ones. I remember seeing a couple of wild ones on the river on my way back home from work. Back when I lived in Japan. You could sometimes see them if the sun was bright enough. The shrine gate is set up to look like it's floating on the lake. Maybe the proper way to pass it is to steer the boat through it before going to the island. I tried to check how deep it is, but it's too murky and dark to really tell. I tie the boat to the pier and step onto the island. I take a look around. Not that it's necessary. This place is so small I can see everything without turning. There's no way to describe the sound of the sigh she just made. Just look at this eerie atmosphere. This building reminds me of a Chinese-style shrine. Doesn't this just get you excited? It does, doesn't it? Right? You're staring at the sanctum. What is it? This is it. This is the place I saw in my vision. What? The suitcase with the pregnant woman inside was thrown away here. Is that so? But the police found that suitcase, right? Though they said it was empty. Yeah. When the pregnant woman died, she turned into the Urashima Woman. So there might be some kind of clue left in this place. Small sanctum built in the center of the island. I reach out and touch the double doors. Oh, what's wrong? Oh no, it's just... the door is soaked. It surprised me is all. If it's wet, then... is the Urashima Woman here? Maybe. Then we want to go in? We can't. As expected, it's locked. I see. Ghosts could phase right through it, but lowly humans have physical bodies. Darn us. Could maybe break something like this down. It would take some time, but they're wooden doors. Easy enough to destroy. Could also break in by knocking down another area. That's probably not a good idea. I should avoid making loud sounds. It's midnight. There's a chance the neighbors would call the cops. You're right. Someone might hear the sound and call the cops. Well, that too, but the gods might punish you for desecrating it. Oh, you meant it like that. Whatever, let's just look for the key. The security guard usually has the keys to the buildings, but... There's that baby crying sound again. I quickly glance around the small island, but I'm not surprised to not see a baby anywhere. This is definitely a supernatural phenomenon. We have to find what's causing it. Wait, you're serious? Very serious. It's a baby. It'd be a horrible travesty if we ignored the little thing. I am curious, I guess. The crying abruptly stops. Stone lantern that looks relatively new, nothing unusual about it. Doesn't seem like anyone's come to clean it lately as there's moss growing on it. Feels like something's under the lantern. I dig around the grass with my foot. Oh, look there! Something's moving on the ground. Steeling myself, I look down. Oh my god. A turtle? Something strange was on its back. What's with this shell? Oh my god, what should I do? It really looks like a person's face. Amazing! A real human-faced turtle. There's a urban legend in Japan of a dog with a human face. I don't really know the details, I just know that's what the creature is. It's a dog with a human face. I can't tell if she's scared or happy about this. But, you know, doesn't it remind you of a baby's face? An uncomfortable thought crosses my mind. This turtle lives in Urashima Lake, where all sorts of things are abandoned. Could this face be a discarded fetus? I wonder if this little guy is where the crying baby sound we heard earlier came from. Maybe. Here we go. Don't touch it. Oh, there. Hazuki, what are you doing? I'm giving it a hug. It's the best way to calm a crying baby. Hazuki beams down at the turtle cradled to her chest. I've had an acting role as a big sister who took care of a baby, so just leave it to me. Even the director said I make a wonderful mother. Hint, hint. Not exactly the issue here. Don't touch suspicious things. You'll get no help from me if you end up cursed. You've got a point. She places the human-faced turtle back on the ground. I kind of feel bad leaving it here. It's so cute. In what way? I blink and the turtle with the creepy shell disappears. Are you kidding me? Whoa! A supernatural phenomenon. Maybe the little guy really was the ghost of a baby. If so, could I have soothed it enough with motherly warmth that it's able to rest in peace? What's wrong? You look more somber than usual. Hey, Kijima? We heard a baby crying on our way here, right? Could that... Might have been another human-faced turtle. The poor thing must be looking for its mommy, too. We have to help it. She's feeling some strange sense of duty now that her maternal instincts have fired up. Chill out, Hazuki. It's not important. We gotta find the key to the Tamata Sanctum first. I glance pointedly at the red door in front of me. The oddly wet door. Must be something inside that's connected to the Urashima Woman. Well, if anyone would have it, it'd be the security guard. Oh yeah, the missing guard. He was the one who told me about Ryugu Island. That idle otaku guard was trying to impress Momokuruse. So maybe he went to Tamata Sanctum with the key. Let's look for the guard. He might still be in the park somewhere. Okay. Though if he is in the park, I doubt he's still alive. I need to be ready for anything. Alright, is there anything else to look at here? Looks like there are 2 cherry blossom trees on this island. I see there's new growth judging by the leaves. this unusually shaped shrine. The walls and roof look kind of Chinese-inspired, and the pillars raised higher in case of a flood. Alright, let's head back. And babies. Okay, nothing else spooky here. It's the boat rental booth. Should probably not take more than I already have. It'd be stupid to get caught over something like this. I just thought maybe we should look for the guard. Okay. Anything in here? Alright, nothing. Okay, so... Sorry if you hear my dad sneeze. Alright. I hear baby crying again. The baby's calling. Please help me find it, Kijima. Fine. Shouldn't divert us too much if we keep looking for the guard at the same time. The crying immediately stops. Alright. Is there nothing inside the fountain? Okay. Studying the ground near the fountain, he found a human-faced turtle. So it was you who was crying. This one seems different from the one under Ugarila. Huh? You could tell? What? You can't? This little guy's a teensy bit more handsome. They don't look exactly the same. She immediately scoops up the turtle. Here you are. I'm sorry you had to wait. Mommy's here now, so don't cry. Peekaboo! Hazuki is making silly faces at the turtle she's got cradled to her chest. What an ugly face. It's not a good look for an idol. Shut it. Once she's deemed the turtle whelmed, she places it on the ground. The human-faced turtle then disappears. Rest in peace, little one. Hazuki lowers her head and prays toward the spot where the turtle vanished. Oh, come on. We need to find the guard, not save turtles. Damn it. Gritting my teeth, I work to stay calm. The situation is nothing like yesterday. The countdown to my death has started. Wasting time like this is just... Since it has to do with the park, then... maybe the little ones know something. You don't mean the human-faced turtles, do you? That's right. If we find one again, I'll ask it about the guard for you. Alright. Sorry, I'm just gonna save again real quick. Kinda wish it didn't go to the blue screen, but I have no control over that. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. I hear a baby crying. The crying immediately stops. Looking behind the bush, we find a human-faced turtle. Found you! She immediately scoops up the turtle. Good evening, little guy. You must have been so scared here all by yourself. She hugs the turtle tightly. Hey, little guy. A man disappeared in this park. Can you tell Mommy if you know anything? Once she's deemed the turtle whelmed, she places it on the ground. The human-faced turtle then disappears. We're counting on you, little one. There we go. Let us see if the turtle shall answer our prayer. I think I lost some brain cells. Don't look at me like that. It hurt me to say, too. What was that voice just now? There's a man's voice mixed in with the sound of the wind that blew in from the lake. A low groan, like he's in pain. That wasn't me imagining things, right? Yeah, it came from over by Urashima Lake. Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing. It's almost the finale of the tale. Brought by the turtles, you say. Here you are at Ryugu Island. Shit. Well, what's wrong? The curse, it's back again. The whisper said it's time before, but now they're saying it's almost the finale. Death is breathing down my neck now. I'm out of time. We gotta hurry to Urashima Lake. Right. Okay. I need to get in the boat first. Alright, let's go. There he is. Something wrong? Oh, I think there's something floating over there. Let's go see. Something big floats on the surface of the water. That shape, it couldn't be. I stepped closer to take a better look and... Crap, I forgot to say that. Is he transforming into a turtle? Hazuki's hands rushed to her mouth to cover her scream. Illuminated in the ring of light is very clearly a human corpse. No way. My heart is thundering right out of my chest. Now, I've been through some rough shit, but I've never seen a corpse like this. His face! She points a trembling finger at the corpse's head. What's wrong with his face? She has a point. It does look strange. His mouth is abnormally pointed for some reason. Almost like it's a turtle's mouth. Kijima, this man... He's the missing guard. My fan. The guy from 2 days ago. I knew it. It's him. Makes sense that it took her a minute to realize. His face looks completely different from when he was alive. Wasn't his name Yamagami or something? No wonder he didn't answer Madohashi's calls. But why did he appear now? Do you think the little one showed us? I don't know. Could be a coincidence. So, what now? I'll take a closer look. You probably shouldn't watch. Yeah, okay. I drag the corpse ashore with the oar and start searching through his things. In his chest pocket is a small key with a plastic tag. The tag reads Tamate Sanctum. How's it going? Find anything? Just what we need. He had the key to Tamate Sanctum. I knew it. So it was true. He tried to take a look at Tamate's shrine for Momokuruse. So the Urashima Woman probably... No point in regretting it now. I know. Alright, let me save. Cool. Alright. And let's go forward. Alright. I used the Automata Sanctum key to open the door. And then what? Oh, I can go in now. Okay, sorry. This place is smaller than I expected. The cramped insides hold a bunch of religious items. I even see a handful of household altars. But there's one thing that obviously doesn't belong. It's another stroller. I can't believe there's one here. I knew it. The Urashima Woman came to the sanctum. There's gotta be some kind of important secret hidden here. The slightly dirty stroller that looks like the one we saw a few times in the park. Dig through the dirty fabric inside the stroller. An amulet falls out. Safe birth amulet. This came from inside the stroller, so it probably belongs to the Urashima Woman. A giant vase as tall as a small child. I'm looking inside. At the bottom, all you find is what looks like trash. Empty cans and glass bottles. Is this a trash can? That'd make this one hell of a trash can. Running the light over it, I feel like I saw something shiny under the trash. Nothing to it but to look. I reach inside the vase and pick up... Huh, it's a cell phone strap. Looking closer, the metal plate's got a pink ghost holding a microphone. It's the limited edition Momochi strap for the Momokurusa fan club. Dare throw this away. The pink ghost must be this Momochi thing. It's a limited item for the fan club. One guess as to who it belongs to. It must be the dead security guards. He came to Automata Sanctum. That's why he must have been killed by the Urashima Woman. Hazuki bites her lip, her fist tightly clenched. One of her fans was killed. I don't doubt she's furious, but she's holding it in. A mirror decorates the altar. Carefully search around the altar. Across from the mirror is a rolled-up piece of paper. When I spread out the paper, inside is a syringe with some dark stains on it. So it's been cleaned regularly. It's not cloudy or dirty. A large turtle shell decorates on the wall. It's too big to stuff inside my bag. I just noticed this over here, the face on this. Oh, that's kind of cool. It disappeared. The stain on the syringe could be blood. I reluctantly grab the dirty syringe. I take a deep breath and touch the stain. What a stubborn mother. I've already told you. At this rate, your child will be in danger. See? It's crying less than before. What? No, my baby! My baby? Seems to be some kind of delivery room. A woman who looks like a midwife is holding a baby. For such a desperate situation, she appears to be enjoying herself, like she's having fun. We must take this child to the doctor. Really? The baby's going to be okay? Do it now! Save my baby! Hurry! Oh goodness, what's with that attitude? I just like it when people order me around. What should I do? It might already be too late, even if I get the doctor involved. If that's the case, then I may as well. No! Please, I'm begging you. Save the baby! Dear me, what a noisy mother. Well then, we'll just have to quiet her down first. The sharp tip of a syringe held in the midwife's hand glints in the light. Hold on, sweetie. I'll put your mother at ease soon. Drops of sweat splashed the floor. What is that? What did you see? I explained what I saw. The delivery room and the midwife. But what was going on there wasn't normal. There's something bugging me though. The Kisoji pregnant woman murder story we heard from Maruhashi. The pregnant woman who was killed, the Urashima woman, her child wasn't taken away. The midwife made it so the child was dead at birth. What? That's so awful. After she was killed by some kind of drug, she was stuffed into a suitcase and drowned in Urashima Lake. The midwife must have hidden the syringe since it's the murder weapon. The Urashima woman didn't notice. That's my guess. I mean, it was on a household altar. It's kind of difficult for a spirit to get close to one. Huh? There's something written on the paper that was around the syringe. This is stillbirth certificate. If I'm reading this right, this would be proof of a stillbirth. I guess the baby couldn't be saved. So the midwife just reported it as a stillbirth. So she was so desperate for a baby that she took this one. But then it died in the end. How horrible. Ugh. The screams from the mouths pierce my brain. The tale has reached happily ever after. Don't open, don't open, don't open, don't open, don't open. Door 222, Tamita's sanctum, sanctum, door 222 has been open, has been opened. It's back. Do you mean the curse? I wipe the sweat from my brow and nod. Whispers reached happily ever after. If Kakuya told the truth, I'm gonna die. Damn it, what should I do? We will first save. Because we're getting close to the end here, I think, of this chapter. So yeah, for those of you who don't recall from the, if you watched the previous stream or the archive of it, Urashima Woman is based off the Urashima Taro, which is a Japanese folktale about this man who saves a turtle. And the turtle rewards the man by taking him to this underwater palace. Ryugu Palace, I believe it's called. And there's this beautiful maiden there. And she falls in love with the man, and he enjoys 3 wonderful days there. But then he wants to leave. He wants to go back home. And she's like, okay, fine, you can go back home. Take this box with you. But if you open this box, you can't come back to Ryugu Palace. So Urashima Taro goes back up, realizes that what has felt like 3 days to him has actually been 300 years on land. And frustrated that he doesn't recognize anyone, everyone who's known he's dead, it's, you know, time has passed forward by so many years. He opens up the box and turns into a 300-year-old man. And that's the story. Alright. We step outside Tamita's sanctum. Suddenly, I'm hit by a disgusting smell carried on the night's breeze, like something rotten or stagnant water. I spin around. Well, what's wrong? A voice. Did you hear a voice just now? Was there one? I just saw the Urashima woman. What? Really? Where? She eagerly looks behind her. Hey, there's nothing there. Did I imagine it? No, I definitely saw something when I moved to the left. Hazuki, behind you. Huh? Hazuki! A completely soaked woman appears out of nowhere, right behind Hazuki. She stumbles and falls on her ass in surprise. I quickly move to stand in front of her. My baby. That thing is all wrong. All wrong. It's not right. I'll keep her occupied. Go and get the boat prepped. Okay. Oh, make sure you don't hit or kick her. There's no point against ghosts. Plus, they like to kill you if you do things like that. Whatever, just hurry up and go. Be careful. Right. Alright, y'all. How the hell should I buy some time? I need to keep her here as long as possible. Just need something important to the Urashima Woman. Get her attention. Hank, damn it. Okay, for those of you who can't see it, it's just like a tutorial section. Look at the hints and stuff you've and the spirit file and crap like that. Scene 1. Oh my god. Okay, alright, she was murdered at Kisoji. Her name is Himeko Shimizu. This is the Urashima Woman. What the hell do I do with her? I found this in the Urashima Woman's stroller. Maybe. I take out the safe birth amulet and throw it with all my strength. It's way too light and falls at my feet. Shit, that didn't work. Suddenly, water's pouring down my throat and nose. I can't get any air in. I'm hit with dizziness. It's like I'm suffocated, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Try that again. Huh. Okay, I think did I enter a scene? Oh no, don't tell me this scene is blocked. I entered a blocked scene. Oh my god. I hate that. That's such BS. Okay. Crap. That means I can't live stream the ending? What is that nonsense? Why do they do this? Okay. If that's going to be the case, I know there's a way to work around it. And that is with my recording software. But unfortunately, I am not able to use that at this time because I'm moving next week. So, we will conclude this when I get this all sorted out and taken care of and I can record. And I'm very sorry about that. I didn't realize that was the case with this game. I didn't realize that was going to be the case. Because otherwise I would have just not bothered. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. I thought Atlas was bad with this shit. I didn't realize Axis did it too. It's probably something the Japanese developer demanded, because usually American companies are like, whatever, it's a visual novel, no one really cares in the US, but Japan is a whole other story. So, that being said, so just to kind of wrap it up here, because unfortunately I'm not going to continue if you guys can't see the rest of it. It's that makes me mad. That makes me mad. And there's like only 2 people watching right now, and I'm sorry for the 2 people watching. That is if it's not counting me as one of them. But due to the blocked scene with the boss fight with Urashima Woman, I cannot continue. So this is just gonna have to wait a little longer. I probably might live stream something else, because what with the holiday sale going on, I actually bought quite a few games, and so I bought some to play on the channel. So that might be what happens, and once I can actually, game capture this stuff, I can come back to it. That's maddening. That's frustrating. Freaking Japan, no one gives a shit about your games. Like, no one cares. And it's not just Japanese games, but it's like literally no one cares. It doesn't matter where the game comes from. Like, no one cares. No one's watching this. And your game is not going to sell very well, just because the US market doesn't care. Like, that's just the truth of it. Oh boy. It's maddening. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I don't have an exact date or know when I will be able to get back to Spirit Hunter NG, but hopefully I can get to that within 2 weeks, because I don't move till the 22nd to LA, so it's definitely going to be a little more than a week till I can get back to Spirit Hunter NG. But if I do find the time to live stream, I will live stream something else, and something maybe a little bit more exciting to watch. Okay, well, thank you very much for being patient with me. You all have a good night. That's the options button. I can't press buttons.